Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Liquid Foundation. This is nothing new, and honestly I've had this foundation forever. I haven't used it in so long, so I wanted to kind of review my thoughts on it today. So I'm just going to put this on and check back throughout the day. It is really late in the day. I don't have my phone, but it's like almost 1 o'clock I think. So it's pretty late in the day, but I'll try to check back right before it's going to be too dark to film so that we can see what my skin looks like. The half of my face I'm going to use a brush and the other half I'm going to use a sponge just so we can see how it applies with both. I'm going to apply a little bit of primer, just something kind of more moisturizing because this is a matte foundation. So I'm just going to use the L'Oreal Magic Lumi. This isn't even really a primer, it's more of like, I don't even know. It doesn't really make a whole lot of difference, but I still really like it. So the color I have is nude. The shade selection on this is kind of interesting. I actually have colors 1 through 7, so if you are interested I could make a video with swatches, but I'm not going to do it in this video because I don't want it to be too long. But I'm going to be using the color nude, which is the second shade. The shades kind of are a little different. They don't really go in order. They're kind of like really light, a little dark, kind of light, a little darker, like they go back and forth. So I don't know. Anyway, this is what the color looks like. I think it's going to match me pretty good today, so let's do this half first. We'll use a sponge on this half. I think the color is pretty good. It was the closest one anyway. So the coverage isn't amazing, to be honest. You can still see a lot of my scars, but it has evened out my skin tone. But before I add more with the sponge, I'm going to do the other side with a brush and we'll see if we get more coverage. Kind of a moussey texture. It doesn't have a smell and it's oil free, by the way, and it's water based. I did not know that. Shh. Something a little different. Both sides pretty much look the same. I'm going to try to add a little bit more to this side with this sponge and we'll see if you can build up any coverage. Okay, that covered it almost completely. Let's try to cover these scars right here. Definitely buildable though, I can tell right away. Let me try to add a little bit more with the brush. We'll see how that goes. Blend it onto my ear. So I'm going to go ahead, finish up the rest of my makeup, and then we'll just go throughout our day and see how it lasts, okay? Hi guys, so it is now 5 o'clock in the evening, and I'm just going to do my little update really quick since it's not going to be light enough to film much longer. I've had this on for 4 hours, and I'm an oily mess, as you can see. But the foundation is all still on and I still have the same amount of coverage. I'm just like super oily. And this is supposed to be a matte foundation. Yeah, that's all it says about it. Oil free and water based, full coverage, mineral enriched, matte. It does say matte on there, but it's not. I'm just going to kind of blot with the sponge I used this morning to put it on. I'm going to use a clean side just to kind of soak up any oil, and then I'll try setting with a little more powder and we'll see how it looks. We'll see if it can be touched up nicely or if the foundation kind of wipes off really easy. You know how when you're really oily sometimes your foundation can just like slide off, so we'll see if it does that. So it looks a little better. than before anyway. I'm going to just use some powder. I'll use my Stay Matte powder. Okay, so it looks a lot better. I think it touched up pretty nicely. So I think I would rate this foundation just pretty average. It's nothing spectacular, but it's not bad either. And it's pretty affordable. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this foundation. I think I'm going to put the swatches of the different shades on my Instagram. So if you are interested in seeing those, you can check that out. But just to warn you, I only have up to shade 7. Because that's, when I bought it, I thought there were only 7 shades. Because that's all that was like on the display. But I think they just didn't have the whole collection, because when I looked online, there are more shades after 7. So unfortunately, I don't have every shade, but I do have up to shade 7. So I will put it on my Instagram so that you can see the different colors in case you are interested in getting this foundation to try. But yeah, if you tried this, let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you like it or if you hated it or whatever. And that's all I had to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!